Good afternoon and welcome to Berwick Mitsubishi. My name's Mark and I'm going to take you for a walk around our 2016 Mitsubishi Outlander. It is the petrol hybrid electric vehicle. So starting at the front of the car, as you can see, finished in a nice pale blue. We've got our HID headlights, daytime running lamps, and then our headlight washers here as well. And then right down in the base of our front bar, we've got our driving lights as well with the nice chrome surround. As we move around to the driver's side of the car, you just see factory alloy wheels with really good depth of tread on our tyres, our plug-in hybrid badging on our guard there, colour-coded exterior door mirrors with the indicator incorporated in the mirror, and then colour-coded outer door handles as well. Proximity keys, the two factory proximity keys, so our access to open and close the vehicle can be done by the door handles themselves. Our rear alloy wheel in very good order, no scratches or marks, and for that matter, as you can see with the paintwork, in extremely good condition as well. As we move around to the rear of the car now, a few things to point out. We've got our high mount stoplight in our little lip spoiler on the tailgate, reverse camera as standard, incorporating reverse parking sensors as well, and then of course our Outlander badging on our left hand side there also. As we move around to the passenger side, a very minor little mark right down on the bottom of our rear bar there, but I had to search fairly hard when I walked around this vehicle to find any imperfections. No scratches on our left rear alloy wheel, maybe just a minor little scratch just there. Once again, very consistent in the paintwork, a very minor little mark there on that door, but overall extremely clean in its presentation, and once again no scratches on that left front alloy wheel as well. So the exterior condition of this car is in really good order. So around at the front of the Outlander now, we'll have a little bit of a chat about the actual design and setup of this car. So it's coupled with a 2-litre petrol motor, but I drove one of these extensively a couple of months ago while I was on holidays, and I found that it was averaging between sort of 46 to 54 kilometres just on battery power alone. So my ability to not use petrol when I was just running around town was extremely good. Going by the statistics on the website, 1.9 litres combined per 100 k's and a range of 2,300 kilometres. So we'll have a further chat just about some of the ways it works when we're in the interior of the car. Round at the rear of the Outlander now, simple matter of releasing our tailgate by that pneumatic button there. In the back of the car itself, it's just a cover for when we've got our middle seat belt in the stored position. So we'll just pop that down out of the way. As you can see, it is fitted with a cargo barrier, this particular car, and then our cargo blind as well. If we're not utilising the cargo blind, it can be stored down in the base here. Now obviously, being a hybrid, we don't run a spare wheel in this car. Now we've got our 15 amp and our 10 amp chargers here. Once again, to give you a good idea, when I was on holidays, I'd plug it into the 10 amp charge point in my garage at home at night time, and it would fully charge the vehicle overnight. So that's an important factor to know. Because it doesn't run the spare, it is fitted with a compressor and the liquid to use in the case of an emergency when you do get a flat tyre, if you do get one. So here we are inside the PHEV now, and we'll run through all of the features of the car. Probably most importantly, paying attention to how well it presents and the condition of the interior. On our driver's armrest, all of our power window switches and our exterior mirror switches as well. A button to manually turn our reverse parking sensors off there, and then there's also a button there for forward collision mitigation warning. Up above that, we've got a button there for our traction control, and then a button here just to change the mode of what appears on screen. Our steering wheel's height and reach adjustable. We do have auto headlights in this car, and we do also have auto wipers as well. On our leather wrapped steering wheel, our cruise control settings, and on our left hand side, our audio and Bluetooth settings there as well. You notice it does have the 2 paddles here as well, which is just to assist with the regenerative braking. Moving to the center screen, just before I do, there's our power button. So as I mentioned, proximity keys can stay in your pocket or in your purse. Just a matter of putting our foot on the brake and hitting the button to engage the power of the car. As you can see on the screen there, the green button that shows ready indicates that the vehicle is running. Obviously at the moment we are running on battery, so you can't hear anything outside the car. Moving to the center screen now, obviously we've got all of our settings here. Automatically comes with factory navigation. As we mentioned as well, if we select reverse, it brings up a really clear picture in our camera as well. And then just going back to all of our master controls around the edge there as well. Does also support audio streaming when your Bluetooth is hooked up. Then down here we've got climate controlled dual zone air conditioning. As you can see, we've got it set on auto and running at the moment, but very quiet in its operation. 12-volt outlet below that. And we do that storage compartment is just for the key, if we want to store the key in there, and then cup holders behind that with a little storage compartment there. Now when we come to our gear selector, basically a little bit different setup to most. Just take it across and up to select reverse, or do the same across and down to select drive. Right at the front there we've got just a push button to put it back into park. When I was driving this car, obviously, as I mentioned, I was getting, around that 50 Ks out of battery life, but did a country trip as well. So on the country trip as well, I decided to utilise petrol and just use the charge button, which automatically charges the car as I'm driving. It obviously moved it across to the petrol, but I was averaging about 5.7 litres per 100 Ks just on petrol. Our four-wheel drive button behind that, and our handbrake to the right hand side. Obviously leather console lid, good storage compartment in there with a little coin tray, our auxiliary port and another 12-volt outlet there as well. You notice the little cavities there so it doesn't damage your cords if you've got a device plugged in. Now it is partial leather on all of the seats in this car, right around the edges. The bolsters are all leather and halfway up the sides of the seats as well. It does have 7 airbags, this car, so front, side, curtain airbags and knee airbag for the driver. So it is a 5-star ANCAP safety rating, and also being a hybrid vehicle, it also does have a 5-star green rating as well. So extremely user friendly for the environment. Originally owned by Mitsubishi Motors themselves, only done 24,000 kilometres this car. So it obviously had its service at 16,000 Ks, which is the correct interval, and then we did an intermediate service on the vehicle as well. So the other thing to remember, just having a look at it now, warranty start date was the 18th of May 2016, so still under new car warranty till 2021 as well. So I hope this has given you a really good idea, and I've provided most of the information that you need with regard to the car. Most importantly, looking at the condition and the way it presents. Really impressive vehicle. As I mentioned, having driven one for those 4 or so weeks gave me a really good idea of the technology and the economy. So please give us a call on 9907 0555 and one of us will be able to assist you further.